Anything else from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. And no pay for atomic energy. Cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Don't say it's just a part of it. You've got to fulfill the book. So won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? Is all I ever had. Redemption song.
This is live from Heroes Park.
Redemption
The
song.
Pan Africanists in Barbados are standing with Captain Abraham Traore and standing with Burkina Faso. Hands off, Burkina Faso. Stand up for Africa. This is our time. We have the firebrand, Mr. David Denny.
Pay for atomic energy.
And always standing and holding the line for Africa is Mr. Umfra. And he's right here.
Well, we stand aside and look. Some say it's just a part of it. We got to fulfill the book. Won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? It's all I ever had. Redemption song. Boy, brethren, me like that one there. Redemption song. Yeah.
So these are the faithful in Barbados who is always standing with Africa.
Sure.
How long shall they kill our prophets?
Well, Abraham stand aside and look.
No, not Abraham.
No, not happening.
No.
No.
Emancipate yourself
From mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. I have no fear for atomic energy.
atomic energy.
Cause none of them can stop this time. How long?
How long?
They kill our
How long?
prophets while we stand aside and look. Some say it's just a part of it. You've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help us sing these songs of freedom? It's all I ever had. Redemption song.
Redemption song. It's all. We talking redemption, my brother.
I am actually live with Caribbean Freedom Fighters, and there are 12 persons on the line. What would you like to tell them in terms of what's happening here this evening?
When you give a man a dream, that man becomes uncontrollable if you desire was to domesticate him. Because with his dream, he breaks the shackles. And that is what Abraham Traore is giving us all globally. The possibility to dream and the possibility to have that dream come true. Onward, at home in Burkina Faso, at home in Niger, at home in Mali, at home at wherever they may be. And before I be a slave, I'll go down to my grave and go home to my Lord evermore. Freedom,
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 whoa, freedom, freedom, freedom over me.
Yeah. freedom.
And before I be a slave, I'll go down to my grave and go home to my Lord evermore.
Yeah.
Homeland or death?
Homeland or death.
Freedom. Whoa, freedom. freedom over me.
Freedom over me.
And before I be a slave, I go down to my grave and go home
Go home.
to my Lord evermore.
Your self from mental slavery.
Mr. Danny, why are you standing here today?
Can free your
Well,
mind.
this is a very important
Have
struggle
no fear for
because
a
all over the world, African people are raising up in solidarity
this time.
with the government and people
How long shall they
of
kill
Africa
all
because this
prophets?
is a very important African revolution that's taking place in Africa. And we're here in Barbados expressing our solidarity with the people of Africa who are demonstrating to defend their leaders against US imperialism and the fascist world that want to take over the resources of Africa and use it for construction work in Europe at the stage where it would reduce the standard of living of African people to build Europe and North America.
Okay, thank you.
So Burkina Faso is a very important nation. Its leader is a very important personality for us, and we must defend the leadership of Burkina Faso because they are actually helping us to lead the African revolution, which is very, very, very important for all of us. Not only in Africa, but the African people in the diaspora. Okay, so that would also help us to unite our forces in Barbados, the African struggle.
Thank you.
Send me a copy.
I did it. I stream it live on the Pan African chat, so it should be in there.
Pan-African chat. Okay.
Yeah.
What did you say, Pan-African chat?
Yeah, the same one. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're here. We know.
So persons are looking at today, the 30th of April, as in times of fighting for the freedom for Mandela. How is there a correlation with the two?
Well, this is a very significant time for me. My name is Alistair Alexander, and I remember when I came into my conscious in my teens. Such a day I dreamt of my reconnection with Africa and to see Africa rising up, and that has been my life's journey. I I remember composing a song, and it goes like this. If you don't mind us singing it. I am restless like the wind and the sea, and no lion of the earth is strong like me. Though there's danger in this jungle everywhere, I'm not afraid, I am so brave, and my home is here. I am Maasai, you are Zulu. No matter what tribe to this land will be true. For the roots on which I stand and the roots on which you stand is Africa, oh motherland. Motherland, motherland, Africa, my motherland. And the roots on which I stand and the roots on which you stand is Africa, oh motherland. And a stranger took me way across the sea to a land where all God's people are not free. And every day I long for the brave, cause a man was master there and I was a slave. How I survived the years and the tears, yes, only God Almighty really knows. As I cried upon the chain, and soaked the foreign sun and sang the songs of my motherland. Motherland, motherland, Africa, my motherland. And the roots on which I stand, and the roots on which you stand, is Africa, oh, motherland. Africa, I am the child that you bore. Weeping mother, when you're free, we'll weep no more. Though they change my language and my name, the work of God don't change, I don't change, I'm African, the same. Hail Mandela, Onabasa, all you children of Africa, proudly lift the fist and raise the black hand for Africa, your motherland. Motherland, motherland, Africa, my motherland. And the roots on which I stand, and the roots on which you stand, is Africa, oh, motherland. Yes,
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So
Africa.
from Barbados to Burkina Faso,
Yes.
motherland,
Yes.
motherland.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the spot on which we stand is the National Hero Square.
Yes.
And even though we're small in numbers, we are shouting, we're sending the love, we're standing with Abraham Traore. Hands up,
Hands up.
hands up,
Hands up.
hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up.
Hands up.
Yes, hands up, Abraham Traore. And we salute Captain Abraham Traore right here in Barbados in Hero Square. Woo! Yes.
Flag is the African Union flag.
The flag is
African Union
the
flag.
African Union flag. And this is new, or
No, this is the African Union.
this is the African Union flag, official African Union flag. So it's right here and residing right here in Hero Square in Barbados. We carry Africa wherever we are.
And I want to and say, look, I told you going to be a free march.
What is your hope for Burkina Faso?
Well, my hope for Burkina Faso is that all people of color wake up and realize that the old colonial system doesn't work for us. Yeah, they say the definition of madness is to do the same thing over and over again, get a different result. So that's what we're doing. B and D, B and D, B and D, E. Because it's madness. It's madness if you're doing the same thing over and over again. Isn't that what they say?
Yeah.
So what you think we're doing in Barbados? The same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So you know what happened? We're mad. Because if they don't vote E, yeah, you're mad because you say, you know what the saying is? The definition of madness is to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do the same thing over and over again, you're not going to get a different result. So hear what I'm saying? You see it?
All right, the Barbados Sovereignty Party.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
What would you say to Captain, the General, the President, the President, Abraham Traore?
I would say to him, this is the day that the Creator has set and set forth for a very long time. It is a day meaning that the time has come for a people to awake from their sleep because they are asleep. And the only way they can awake is to see that one, the Euphrates is dry, two, the Amazon is dry, three, they're calling it global warming, but it is actually prophecies that are being fulfilled. And he's part of that prophecy. They're trying to stop it. How many times have they tried to stop it? Now their action, I would say, is against those who try to stop it. Because the Creator is not against them. That is a different prophecy. That is already written. It's written in the books that they took up.
So do you think Abraham Traore, captain, let's give him his respect, is going to be the next Thomas Sankara?
If you want to say the next or the
Yeah.
spirit of
Yes, because I'm
it
concerned
depends on
as
how
to
it depends on what you see. Do you see us as a people who die and go to heaven, or as a people who reincarnate in our ancestors,
okay,
in our future?
okay.
We reincarnate in the future.
Mhm,
I want to live 1,000 years, maybe more.
mhm,
Who knows? You have to
mhm.
have children to do that. So until we understand the processes of what we call DNA and how important it is
Mhm.
to this people, and
Yeah.
how important we are to all peoples of the earth, we're doing nothing but staying stagnant and happy. So
Thank you.
You asked me what I was saying.
I am actually live. So let me just end it and then we'll have a conversation. Yeah. So this is live from Hero Square in Barbados, and we are standing with Captain Abraham Traore, and we're saying hands off Burkina Faso. We're saying hands off Africa. We're saying that this is the time for us to stand. This is not the time for us to make excuses. If you're not going to stand for yourself and your people, who else is going to stand for you? So this is us in Hero Square, Barbados. This is the national heroes of Barbados. Inspired, exulting, free. And it's hands off Africa, hands off Burkina Faso, hands off the Sahel. So we're going to leave you here now and leave your comments and share this live.